Hey everybody, welcome back. So I have been told a bunch of times that you can use solar lights for emergency lighting. And today I bought some lights and we're going to try that theory out and see how well it works. Alright everybody, welcome back. So today I want to talk about using some basic simple things like solar lights. You may not realize, but you already have tons of different items in your household that can be used to make life easier during an emergency. A quality solar landscape light is an excellent way to illuminate any room during an extended power outage, and since it's recharged every day by the sun, as you can see on the solar panel there, it's always ready for use in an emergency. Now you can modify these mounting posts to make it easier to pull up or down. This one also has some, I'll show you here, some screws and some drywall type stuff. You stick them in the wall if you want to mount them with just the bracket here, like this one is. But all in all, it's a really simple way for you to get some power without a generator or fuel or batteries or anything when the power goes out. And it's really handy. All you got to do is pull it up from your yard, bring it inside. I tend to go overboard when the power goes out because I consider it a training opportunity. And I go out and I set up my stoves and I set up my lights, and something like this for an hour-long power outage like we had yesterday, maybe 45 minutes I lost power, is so simple. You go out to the garden, pull it up, bring it inside, okay, I got light, and that's it. No hard, heavy-duty stuff, easy to do. While even the lowest cost solar landscape lights I tested worked pretty well, and I have some out front of the house that are kind of low, just enough for a little light, I found that models having a larger output work better for illuminating rooms. So something like this would be a whole lot better. But even the simplest small LED solar landscape light usually has an output between 1 or 1.5 lumens. Can do a lot of good and help you out and give you a little less darkness in your home. I mean, you know those ones that have the little single battery and the little single LED bulb? They're better than nothing, and you can stick them in a jar. You can kind of project that light out everywhere. They make a pretty decent light source, and they're really simple. And it's something that you have already outside of your home. Now, the reason I chose these for my outside garden area is because they're a bit brighter than your average landscape light. They claim 700 lumens. We'll find out about that. I'm not sure about that. I'd say maybe 200 to 300. Not only will they light up inside better, but they'll light up outside better, and I'll have a little more light and a little more security outside during normal times. So you really can't beat them. So let me give you a little information on these. These are made by Tramix. These are solar spotlights. They come with 12 LEDs. They claim 700 lumens. We'll see. I would guess maybe more like 3 or 4. They're actually pretty bright though. You got a 90-degree adjustable panel on top there. So whatever the way the sun is coming at you, let me open this up again. You can adjust it. There we go. So you want to adjust it this way. You know, stick it in your house. Use it as a light up at your house. Any kind of way you can do that. And the working time for these is 10 to 16 hours after a full charge. That depends on your brightness level. Now the brightness level has 2 modes. It has always on, which you can click on the back here. Switch is on the back. That little switch right there. So you can have it always on, or you can have it set where it automatically comes on. And there's a high and low mode. Now the rechargeable battery is a 3.7 2,200 milliamp hour battery. Charging time, they say, takes about 4 to 6 hours, and working time is 8 to 10 hours on high, 12 to 16 on low. So it can automatically detect a change of brightness. It'll turn itself on, in other words. This is your little sensor up front here. I have 2 of these, so that's your little sensor up front. It will detect darkness and it will automatically come on. Tool-free installation, you really just stick these in the ground. You have a low light mode. If you press the button on the back, the light will charge in daytime and auto work at night and low. You have a high light mode, in other words a brighter mode, and that's the one they say is 700, and it will charge in the daytime and then automatically light up at that higher mode at night. So you can choose the lighting modes according to the actual situation you want. If you don't want a super bright light in your home during an emergency, you can take it down 1 notch, but outside you can bump it up all the way to 700. So let's try these out. I've had them outside charging. I had them outside yesterday a little bit, and I put them out today. I've easily got 4 to 6 hours charging time on them. So let's try them out in here. We're going to use this area here because, let's face it, in a long-term power outage, I'd probably be out here working on something or cooking something. So we're going to give it a try and see how they go. Now I want to show you these real quick. These will come apart. These are your stakes, of course. And you can stick them in there like that. I would suggest if you have hard soil like we do out here, that you kind of pre-tap the hole with something else and then use these. These plastic ones always tend to break, although this feels pretty well made. These plastic ones do tend to break sometimes, so you kind of want to pre-tap that hole and then stick this in and push it all the way down. As far as taking it off, when you need it for a light, you know, when the power's out, you can just pull it like that, and off it comes. So, another neat thing about these too is they're flat, so they can be placed upside down like that, and just give you a bit of light. What I'm going to set up here, I'm going to turn the camera around for you for a second. I'm going to put these up behind on top of my Jeep, facing down on us in here. And I want to see if we can get some decent brightness off of two of them, and see how they work. Because this is what I'm going to use them for when the power goes out. So let me spin the camera around really quick, give you an idea of what we're doing here. Okay, this is what it looks like behind me. You see the top of my Jeep there. I'm just going to stick them up there and point it down at our work table here and see how well that works. So let me set it up, I'll bring you back and I'll show you how it works. Alright, so you can see, you got pretty good light out here. That's two of them up top. I'm going to put my hand in front of them so you can kind of see my hand waving there. That's two up top there. And I'm a good, what do you think, like about 6 feet away from the table with these. So what I like about them is they have a really nice, soft kind of light and a good flood kind of thing. Now these wouldn't be something I'd be working on, you know, intricate electronics or, you know, fixing guns or whatever. I wouldn't be doing some kind of heavy-duty, intricate work out here. I have other lights for that. But for just general lighting in a dark area, you can't beat that. These run about, what, 28 bucks, 25 bucks, depending on which ones you choose. I will put a link to these down below. They are currently out of stock, but they'll be back in soon. So let me kick on the lights here and we'll finish up. You know, while these are sitting up there, something came to me and I thought, you know, also too, these would be awesome for camping, overlanding, anything like that. You just stick them on the side of your vehicle and light up your whole campsite. So definitely a cool little thing. Plus I wanted to give you a look and see what they look like up there. They almost look like they're supposed to be installed up there. So let's get them back on the table. Alright, so they're back down here now. You can take a look at them. I'm impressed with them. They seem to do what I want them to do. Much, much brighter than those little dollar ones you get at the dollar store or Walmart or whatever. They will work well as spotlights for lighting up an area. They are, I would say they're not 700 lumens, but they're definitely not bad. They seem a little bit on the low side, but they're definitely not bad. They are IP67 waterproof, so you can use them outside in the snow and everything. Of course, common sense says, you know, you're going to be putting these outside in the wind, rain, cold, whatever. They got to hold up to it. And what I'm going to do is put them out in my garden later, and they'll be on the side of the house here, which is actually right behind this wall is my garden area. And you've seen me do videos out there a ton of times. I'm going to set it up out there, and they're just going to light up the garden area in the night. And when the power goes out, I've got two ready to go. I don't need to go into my storeroom. I don't need to dig out lamps. I don't need to charge stuff or anything like that. Even though I'm pretty good with batteries and charging, these are ready to go all the time without even a thought. They're just there and ready to go. So like I said, they are out of stock currently. They are on Amazon. You will see them. I'm going to put a link to the location of where they are because they probably will be back in stock. I like them. There are bunches of others out there. And if you already have solar lights, I don't want you to go out and buy more. Maybe you want to buy a brighter one. But I mean, if you already have them out front, just remember that next time. There's so many common household items that you can use during an emergency to keep yourself a little safer and make life a little easier. Anyway, folks, don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. These will be in there. Like I said, they're not in stock yet. They will be soon. Don't forget to check out the store itself. Everything I review, I try to put in my Amazon store so that you can check it out. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well underneath that. If you're interested in getting started in some serious freeze-dried food storage, really good, healthy stuff, check them out. You don't need to be a member to buy anything. You can just check out the link and buy what you want. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.